Growth will happen when you fail. Like, I don't think it's talked about enough that failure kind of needs to happen in order to grow. I mean, I was thinking about talking about how in order to succeed, you have to fail, or you have to fail in order to find success. But I thought it wouldn't fit because it doesn't necessarily happen for everybody. I mean, there's plenty of people who fail all over the world, and they might not find, I guess, success. I mean, success can be defined as so many other things, um, but I wanted to talk about how failure is necessary in order to grow. I mean, in anything that anybody does in the entire world, especially creative stuff like art, a lot of people think that their first work has to be the best thing that's ever been produced on the internet, which is, not even objectively false. It's just wrong completely. I mean, I don't think there's not a single person who just put out a piece of work and it was just the best in the entire world. They had to fail in a certain way in order to grow and learn from, I guess, what they were doing wrong that didn't fit their expectations. I mean, failure at a point is necessary. It kind of has to become a given where it's like, well, if I'm put in this situation and I'm making something and I fail, maybe it doesn't get enough, recognition as I thought it was going to be. Well, maybe that needed to happen, but it's not like you fail and then nothing comes out of it. You fail and then you learn and then you grow from it as a result. I mean, it would be the perfect world where everyone would fail and then succeed, but I don't think that's the case. But I think the case would be that you fail and then you grow. It's very beautiful to me just because there's a lot of people struggling out there. I think that, you know, and me myself, I'm talking about how all this stuff, I mean, I'm struggling with it too. And, in terms of perfectionism and, waiting for the perfect moment. Well, the perfect moment's never going to show up. And, I mean, even posting these videos, it's in order to fail. I mean, I'm not expecting this to get like a billion views or whatever, but I'm just kind of posting, my thought process, how am I going to do it? How am I going to do this? Well, first step, fail. And fail again and fail over and over and over again until I learn and then until I can grow from it. I mean, it's always a process. I mean, in the perfect world, we would just get it, just be at our fingertips, just be handed to us on a platter. But it's just not true. It's not true. And we can lie to ourselves all we want, talking about how the perfect moment will show up. But in reality, the perfect moment is now. Because if you're always waiting for the perfect moment or something perfect to happen, I mean, it's a big gamble. It's a big gamble that a lot of people, that it just doesn't happen for them. I mean, it's unrealistic to wait for a perfect moment to come. I mean, the only reason we see, these great directors or these people on YouTube making so like crazy stuff that you're like, "Oh my gosh, is this YouTube premium? Oh, is this like I have to pay for to watch this basically, like people think, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this isn't like a paid thing. It's just so good. It's so well made." Well, I mean, that is true. I mean, there's stuff on the internet that is so amazing and they're made by people and it's just crazy. But I think what people skip over and it's a really harmful thought process is that the fact that they had to fail originally. They had to make many projects, multiple projects in order to learn from a result of it. I mean, it wasn't like, Gox. I'll use him as an example because he just put out a crazy thing. It wasn't like Gox just, you know, released one video and it got crazy viral and he has the type of cinematography and filmmaking as he had, when he first started. No way. No way. Because he just released a new documentary and it's like, well, we tend to compare our first work to his like 100th work. I mean, it took time. I think that just being human, we want the rushed experience, but we want it to be high quality, and it's just not true. It's so unrealistic, but we keep telling ourselves that reality is possible, even though really it isn't. I mean, man, it would be so nice. I mean, it would be amazing. amazing dream come true, if I could just film one thing, film a short film, film something, and it just got like crazy viral. But like I said earlier, it's completely unrealistic and almost stupid because at least what I'm doing, I'm scared of failure even though I'm making this video. So, I mean, in the process of failing, I need to be acknowledging that even though I am failing, I'm still growing and learning through it. Because growth is the only way you can get better at something. I mean, it's like repetition. I mean, practice makes perfect, but a lot of people say that, but I like to think practice makes progress. I mean, I'm always growing in every single thing that I'm doing, even though if I think it's kind of like stupid or like not really worth talking about. I mean, I think it's the little things that add up that can really like I guess propel you because if you're always thinking about these big projects and you're talking about like, oh my gosh, what's my next big goal? Or if you're so scared, I really think nothing will get done. And man, I should be really just holding a mirror up to myself and saying the same things to me. Just because, there's so many people who are so creative, the most creative minds in the entire world. And you never hear about them because they're so caught up in their own thoughts, perfectionism, whatever. But yeah, they're scared to get themselves out there. I mean, I think the main reason, I mean, there's so many creative people, but a lot of these creative people aren't as creative as other people in the world. But the thing is that they put themselves out there. They put themselves out there in order to, I guess, be acknowledged, and at least people could have seen a concrete evidence that they were making something. I mean, there's probably a genius out there who could have been the next Christopher Nolan or something like that, or like I guess a Tarantino. Is Tarantino? I don't know. But like, I mean, geniuses out there, but you never hear about them. And it's like, well, man, they it's not that they were necessarily scared, but they allowed their perfectionism to paralyze them to the point where it was like, oh, it's like nothing got released. So there's geniuses out there, but you just don't hear about them. So I mean, I guess what the points I was trying to hit is that in order to grow, you have to fail. I mean, I think that's just a given. And on top of that, once you fail, once you acknowledge that you failed, you can grow. You can grow through your failure, number one, and then number two, because you're growing through that, you're bound to make progress. I mean, if you're reading books every single day, it's practically impossible. I mean, applied learning. If you're just kind of like reading reading the book and skip over the pages, maybe it won't be as beneficial. But if you're reading a book every single day, it's a given to improve constantly and learn. And maybe your vocabulary is different or something like that, or it invokes a certain thought in you. I mean, that's why I'm falling in love with it to begin with, just because I'm watching these movies and it's making me fall in love with the human experience, being human. I mean, no one is perfect. No one is perfect. They can't make the right decisions all the time. I mean, it's impossible, Like, but that's why I love cinema because it can show the raw emotion of someone who's feeling something, but then it can be put into an art form. Just beautiful. I love it so much. And, this channel is the process. And no matter what I say, I mean, I've had my own doubts and all that, and it's like, oh man, it's been killing me. I got to be honest, it's been killing me so much mentally because it's like I know I'm capable of this, or I'm competent enough to do this, but it's like, well, am I going to get out of my own bubble and kind of start living like I want to be living and being like, well, if this is what I want for myself, well then I have to start living for it. And I have to stop being so scared of what other people think because there's a million people like me who are maybe recording a video just like this and posting it. And, maybe it's consistency and maybe it's something else that's driving them, motivation, whatever. But it's like, well, right now, I said in my previous videos, and it's so true. I'm not willing to quit right now. I mean, this feeling is just too great to quit. It's the greatest feeling in the world. and it feels extremely empowering. But it comes with, its own pros and cons, I think, where it's like there's a part of me that wants to be paralyzed by fear, but there's another part of me that's like, well, what are you even scared of if you've never even made anything? Nothing? Nothing? For example, nothing? Nothing. So, I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. I don't know what I'm doing, but every single day that I'm learning, I mean, there's not a day that goes by where I'm not thinking about it now. And, I wish I was a genius. I wish I was a genius who could write the best screenplay ever and who could, you know, be a director, like maybe Kane Parsons. Dude, Kane Parsons is like 21 years old and Curry Barker's 26 years old. And it's like, oh, that's the dream. I mean, you're set as long as you make good movies, I guess. But it's not impossible. I think I'm setting such high boundaries because I am comparing myself to, like, or not comparing myself, but I'm looking at like Curry Barker and Kane Parsons, all these young directors, and being like, if I'm not doing that, then what am I doing? Well, that's how burnout happens, I think, because you try to replicate what these people have been doing, but they've been doing it for a while. I think that that's something a lot of people take for granted, that you're looking at years of work, years of work, years of practice, years of, writing, all that. So everything is a process, and even in that process, it's just complete growth, constant uphill instead of downhill. So, I mean, that's a video. I haven't been as consistent with making the videos. I mean, yesterday I told myself I was going to write, and then I just like scrolled on my phone for an hour and then went to bed. And then I wrote a little bit today, so I guess whatever. But, you know, I've gotten to the bad habit of scrolling on eBay looking at like used cameras and stuff, but I haven't shot anything on my phone, which I'm recording on right now. It looks all right. I mean, the quality's fine. So, it looks good. I'm I don't know. I just feel like this process I'm in right now is just so amazing. It's amazing. So that's the video. Yeah, that's the video.